Great. So today's session is a very important one. We are going to talk about which B schools to apply for and how to decide which B schools to apply for, because each application of, let's say, a college or an exam costs money, right? So how much money also am I supposed to put into it? And more importantly, apart from the money, the discussion is about how important, how many colleges to apply for to make sure that I get into it. Okay, so these are the things we are going to discuss. And let me start sharing my screen. Just give me one sec. And we are almost there. Right. A quick confirmation that you can see my screen as well. Please give me a quick confirmation. Just say, yes, we can see it. Quick, yes, you can see me. You can see the slides, please. All right, great. Thank you so much. So let's move on. So this is it's a two-part series of sessions. This is the first part of the two parts where I am going to talk about B schools. In the first part, I'll cover some B schools. In the second part, I'm going to cover some more. Okay, so that is the idea. But before we get into the B schools, right, there is a confusion. We are all confused because right now we know that I may get into an IIM, CL, IKS. I may not get into it. I may have to apply for an XLRI or a FMS or an MDI or IIFT or IMT Ghaziabad or whatever, right? So I have to appear for a couple of exams also for that, because agar XLRI mein jana hai to ZAT dena hai ya something else. So we are confused. एक तो confusion में add ये हो रहा है सबसे बड़ा, that सर स्कोर तो आ नहीं रहा है, आप IIM, ABC, XLRI, FMS की बात कर रहे हो, and I am not even able to get a 90 or 95 or 97 or whatever. And if I am able to get a 97, I am not able to consistently get it. 97 से कभी गिर के 92 हो जाता है, whatever. All kinds of problems are happening. In fact, day before yesterday, when we concluded RT99, we addressed all these problems, all these questions. But today, some specific questions that we had promised to address. Let's get into this. So first, what is the agenda for the session now? The agenda for the session is we will start talking about career anchors. Okay, I'll come to this in a bit, because this is the most important part of this discussion, career anchors. Then we come to the question how to decide which forms to fill. Then we come to a question how much budget do I allocate, right? And then we go to the exams and then B schools and so on. Right, so this is the agenda for today's session, and then we will move on to part two of this series. So that's about it. Let's begin with the first topic, which is career anchors. Now, what are these career anchors? जाना तो इन सब schools में है, but मैं सर किस basis पे decide करूँ? What is the basis I decide that which B school to decide or which form to fill or which college, which exam to appear for? Right? For example, someone might say कि सर मुझे legacy schools में जाना है. Legacy मतलब brand name, जिसके brand name में दम हो. Again, if I name the colleges IIM, ABC, XLRI, Jamnalal Bajaj, SP Jain, Nursi Monji, MDI, IIFT, and so on. So some institutes with legacy. There are some institutes which might be new. आप बोलोगे कि सर XLRI Delhi versus XLRI जमशेदपुर. अब दिल्ली वाला तो अभी खुला ना कुछ ही साल पहले. जमशेदपुर तो कब से है ना? तो एक माइंडसेट होता है that maybe Jamshedpur is better than Delhi, but it might not be, right? So we will talk about that. So there's a legacy aspect of deciding which B schools to apply for. Then there's a ranking. Sometimes there might be a legacy institute, but ranking में थोड़ा सा नीचे है, हो सकता है. अगर एक institute का legacy कम है, but it is higher in the ranking, that is all possible, right? Then some people go by infrastructure. Infrastructure की बात अगर करेंगे, so you have some very beautiful B schools. For example, IIM Kozhikode is a beautiful example. IIM Kozhikode is spread over acres of land, over a mountain and valley and stuff like that. and it's very green and it's beautiful, right? On the other hand, if you go to Shillong is covered in snow for the part of the year, and it is also a beautiful campus, right? I am Shillong. So and so on and so forth. तो क्या हम इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, बट जब हम इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर की बात करते हैं तो हम सिर्फ बिल्डिंग की बात नहीं करते. We don't talk about building alone. We don't talk about the campus alone. There are other things also, which is, for example, the research infrastructure or the digital infrastructure. For example, if someone wants to get into finance, he has to look at the Bloomberg lab facility that a B school might have, for example, right? So these are also a part of the infrastructure. Okay, it's not just the building and the campus and the hostels and all of that. On the other hand, infrastructure कैसे matter करता है? I'll tell you. Career anchors कैसे decide करते हैं? Sometimes NMIMS is a great school, but NMIMS does not have a residential campus. Residential नहीं है, which means they have a beautiful campus in terms of a B school. It looks like a mall. It is very, very plush as a college, but there is no residential part of it. Now, some people, some mentors also believe कि अगर एक top B school में residential campus नहीं है, तो MBA कैसे करोगे? You know, where you are supposed to interact beyond the lectures also, right? So people hire flats or they take other boarding outside, you know. So infrastructure में ये भी आता है. It's a question which is other way around कि college बहुत अच्छा है, infrastructure बहुत अच्छा है, but residential नहीं है. So then that could be a decision parameter. Then placement statistics, of course, कि कहाँ क्या placement मिल रहा है, highest salary क्या है, mean salary क्या है, median salary क्या है, वो भी देखते हैं. Location, right? So location is a very interesting thing. Location में क्या होता है कि दिल्ली है, बैंगलोर है, मुंबई है, right? तो अच्छा है, top cities, you know. But at the same time, maybe top cities में पढ़ने की जगह एक कोझिकोड वाला ये बोलता है, शिलोंग वाला ये बोलता है कि यार मैं शहर के बाहर हूँ, and it is such a beautiful place to be in, right? मेरे 2 साल will go very beautiful. It's a great life. So location also matters. Location matters in terms of placement also to some extent, right? Where your college is. थोड़ा सा फर्क ये भी पड़ता है that suppose you are from, let's take a random example, okay? Let's take an example of you are from a city of Nagpur, or maybe, yeah, Nagpur, for example. तो नागपुर के आसपास मुंबई है, तो मुंबई is a great location to go to, right? So people look for colleges in a particular area. Now that is not important, right? आपको XLRI जमशेदपुर मिलता है, या आप नागपुर से हो या मुंबई से हो, या you are from all the way down south and you get a XLRI Delhi or XLRI Jamshedpur or an FMS, will you not go? Of course you will go. It doesn't matter where the location is. It's a B school which matters, right? But some people it might matter. So ये सारी चीजें हैं on which we will decide the B schools. Of course, life on campus, you know, life on campus does matter. For example, an MDI or an IIFT have a great life, and XLRI has a great culture, right? So we might decide on that basis. And then the growth in the recent years, which means there is an IIM Ahmedabad which has been the top institute for since 1961 or 62 when it started. I don't remember the exact year, but जब से शुरू हुआ है तब से it has been great. But there is an institute which has grown in the recent years so fast that now, so for example, Shillong is a beautiful example. Very early, it came from a second rung IIM to the top 8 IIMs. You know, it came to that league of top IIMs. So Shillong has moved fast. Now, going by that, it might just be among the top 5 IIMs tomorrow. Who knows? Maybe, right? So growth in years is also a parameter. Now, ये सारे parameters हो गए. Now, what do I do with these parameters? What do I do with these parameters? So, for example, अगर मैं एक पैरामीटर की बात करूं, yes, brand name matters, ranking matters. Brand name and ranking का एक beautiful correlation होता है, right? The higher the ranking, the better, the bigger the brand name. Generally, that's how it works, and that comes from legacy, right? So that's a very beautiful. I'm so sorry. Okay, so that's a very beautiful thing to go by. Infrastructure. सिर्फ बिल्डिंग और कैंपस के बेसिस पे खुश नहीं होना चाहिए, दैट्स अ सेकेंडरी थिंग, बट अदर पार्ट्स ऑफ द इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर इन टर्म्स ऑफ रिसर्च, इन टर्म्स ऑफ Bloomberg terminals, in terms of resources they have, all of those things do matter, right? Placement statistics do give a good idea, but placement statistics का एक problem है. There's a weird thing there. Let me give you an example. IIM Ahmedabad का average package is somewhere in the vicinity of 28 lakhs. Okay, great. Let's take another one. Let's say IMT Ghaziabad has a placement, mean placement, average placement in the vicinity of, let's say, 22, 23 lakh. Suppose we'll come to the numbers in a short while. So IIM Ahmedabad at 28 lakhs and IMT Ghaziabad at 23 lakhs. Now, however, it is possible that a student in IIM Ahmedabad gets less than 23 lakhs. IIM Ahmedabad mein hone ke bawajood gets a placement of 20 lakhs. And it is also possible that students in IIMT Ghaziabad, and more than one there, could get a placement of 30 lakhs. So it doesn't depend on the college. Not everyone getting into a college is going to get a 28 lakh. Well, most or quite a few will, right? But not all. And ऐसा भी नहीं है कि सारे के सारे. So sometimes what happens is, let's say you work hard for CAT, you try to get into one of the top institute, right? After getting into the top institute, you may not do well. On the other hand, let's say you did not get enough score in CAT and you had to go into a second rung institute, and then you go there and excel, right? It depends on your performance. And in life, अगर मैं थोड़ा आगे जाऊं, in life also, there is a lot of cover up possible, right? People who come from IIMs, top IIMs, don't perform and they cannot grow in terms of their salaries. Whereas students from second, third round colleges may sometimes overtake them in the next 5, 8, 10 years, right? That is highly possible, which means placement statistics has to be taken with a pinch of salt, or maybe more than a pinch of salt, right? Rahul Mondal says, will this video be available in the playlist? Yes, Rahul, it will be. And Shreyansh बोल रहा है, sir, क्या BA वाले operations कर सकते हैं? ये सब questions हम लेंगे. Not the right time, so let me finish this. Right? So career anchors में location. मेरे हिसाब से location को मारो गोली. Location should be the least of your bothering. ठीक है, तुम्हें नहीं पता कल दुनिया में तुम कहाँ पे हो. Tomorrow you might not be in India. You might be on the other part of the world, the opposite part of the world, right? So as of now, location doesn't matter. What matters is the top 4. Legacy, ranking, infrastructure. ये 3 सबसे ज़्यादा important है मेरे हिसाब से. Okay? Then placement statistics, and location is the last. Life on campus is important. Life on campus is very important because क्या culture है, how competitive the students are, what kind of culture they have. Sometimes the relationship between seniors and juniors, ये सारी चीजें मैटर करती हैं. For example, XLRI जैसी colleges में या IFT में MDI, you see a lot of senior-junior relationship. Senior-junior relationship in the sense the seniors are guiding the juniors are a part of seniors ka placement, so on and so forth. So there's a lot of learning that happens across the batches. So life on campus is a very important part. If there is events happening on the campus, there are sports happening on the campus, there are other things happening on the campus, there are a lot of competitions happening on the campus, there's a lot of club committee culture that's there on the campus. These things matter. Okay, these things matter a lot in terms of the learning and hence the placements as well. Growth in the recent years tells you कि ये college stagnate हो गया है या it's moving up the ladder. So that's another thing to notice. So ये इससे आगे बढ़ते हैं. We understand, pick your career anchors 2, 3, 4, whatever they are, and make that a basis of your decision as well. Okay, now the question is how to decide which form to fill. कैसे decide करें? So उसमें चलते हैं. Just give me 5 minutes. I want to talk about this slide. Okay, this is a slide that you might have seen, especially the CL students have definitely seen this slide again and again, right? I start this slide in the orientation session always, right? So ये थोड़ा सा मैं इसका आपको understanding देता हूँ. First, let's talk about CAT. We know that we are all going to fill up CAT form. CAT form is about IIMs because IIMs are the ones who conduct CAT for themselves. So that there are 21 IIMs. The third column that you see is IIM लिखा हुआ है. IIM A, B, C, L, K, I, S, M. That is Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Calcutta, Lucknow, Kozhikode, Indore, Shillong, and Mumbai. Then the next rung you have Ranchi, Rohtak, Raipur IIMs, Trichy, Udaipur, Kashipur. And then you have Nagpur, Vishakhapatnam, Bodh Gaya, Sirmaur, Amritsar, Jammu, and Sambalpur. So we have some 21 IIMs. So we can't have 21 exams for each of the IIMs. So there's a combined exam which is called the Common Admission Test. It's a it's a common test for admission into the IIMs conducted by the IIMs through an agency. Okay, so this is what CAT is, right? Now let me before I go ahead to other institutes ना एक बार दूसरी बात कर लेते हैं. So मैंने वहां पे लिखा है 98 percentile. Let me give a disclaimer here. Okay, don't quote me wrongly outside. मैं ये क्या बोलना चाह रहा हूँ is 98 percentile is just a indicative number that I've mentioned. That does not mean that 98 percentile पे आपको IIM ABC LI KSM का कॉल आएगा. ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है. So let me give you two examples. One student Yash, another of my student Anjum. Past के students हैं मेरे real names. Yash had a 99.96 percentile. Okay, कितना 99.96 percentile. I'm not saying 99.6. It's 99.96. Funny part is, and funny nahi, it's a sad part, unfortunate part, is he did not get a call from IIM Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Calcutta, Lucknow, Kozhikode, Shillong. He got a call only from Indore. So out of the top 6 IIMs, ABC, LIK, Blackie जिसको बोलते थे, right? उसको सिर्फ इंदौर का कॉल आया, बाकी सबका कॉल नहीं आया, कॉल ही नहीं आया. और वो इंदौर उसने कन्वर्ट किया because he was a smart fellow, right? But he did not get a call only. On the other hand, so 99.96 पे कॉल ना आए, 100 पे कॉल ना आए is possible from one of the top institutes, IIMs. On the other hand, another one of my student, Anjum, she had a 97.5, yeah, ऐसा कुछ percentile, 5 or 6. At a 97 point something, she got a call from IIM Ahmedabad, she converted IIM Ahmedabad, she passed out from IIM Ahmedabad. That is also possible. In fact, let me go so far to tell you that if you have a 86 percentile, then also you can get a call from IIM Ahmedabad. That is possible. अच्छा, वो discussion अलग हो गया. That's a profile scores का discussion. We'll do some other time. Okay. In fact, we'll do at the end of the session today. उसमें नहीं घुसते हैं, and don't waste your energy there. What I'm trying to tell you is 98 percentile is just an indicator. Okay, and these colleges lie in the vicinity of 25-30 lakh per annum kind of a package. This is an average package ka range of these colleges. Second rung is 95 to 98 percentile. Again, same goes. Above 99 वाले को भी call ना आए and below 95 वाले को call आए. That is possible, right? And same way for 90 to 95 percentile for the third rung. This is a rough distribution of rung of colleges. Okay, now apart from the IIMs को side पे रखो. There are many other institutes, many other B schools which accept CAT score or use the CAT score to give calls. Calls मतलब GDPI के लिए बुलावा, group discussion, personal interview, written ability test. उसके लिए जो call आता है ना उन colleges से, that comes on the basis of CAT. Okay, that's the fourth column of colleges, वो FMS वाला. Okay, so now let me quickly make one more point clear. When you have filled the CAT form, or if you are going to fill the CAT form, मैंने अपने CAT form filling वाले हमारे session में जो रवि ने लिया था ना, उसमें भी रवि has mentioned this, that if you fill CAT form, वहीं पे टिक करने का ऑप्शन आता है कि I am A, B, C, whichever courses you want to apply for, you can do it there. You don't have to fill separate forms for the IIMs. But for the non-IIM institutes like FMS, IFT, SPJN, MDI, and so on, you have to fill separate forms. Okay, remember this. Okay, so now let's go one step further. So the fourth column, which is the non-IIMs who are accepting CAT score, we have FMS Delhi in the first rung. Okay, among the top 8 IIMs, us area mein you have FMS Delhi, you have IFT Delhi, and IFT Kolkata also with this, MDI Gurgaon, SPJN Mumbai, IIT Bombay, IIT Delhi. We would put it in this zone. Okay. So you have so many colleges. अगर कोई बोलता है कि मुझे top 10 colleges में जाना है, तो top 10 colleges में you have 8 IIMs and 6 other colleges, which is 14 colleges. Top 10, 12 colleges के list में. Okay, so roughly जब हम बोलते हैं top 10 colleges, it means these top colleges. Right? Then in the second rung, you have IIT Ghaziabad, IIT Kharagpur, IIT Madras, IIT Roorkee, IMI Delhi, some Delhi School of Economics sort of colleges, couple of other colleges as well. Right? So you have some colleges here which are of that stature. Then we go to the third rung. You have TAPMI Manipal, KJ Somaya Mumbai, Goa Institute of Management, Great Lakes Chennai, LBS Delhi, Lal Bahadur Shastri Delhi, and so on. So you have some more colleges here, right? So these are the non-IIMs which accept CAT score, which means IIMs के अलावा भी अच्छे options हैं. And this we are talking about all the colleges which have an average package of above 13-14 lakh in a way. Right? So 13-14 लाख के ऊपर की colleges की बात कर रहे हैं, and we are talking about 21 IIMs and other 20 such colleges. So we are talking about some 40-45 colleges, institutes through CAT who have their average packages above 13-14 lakh. Okay, so ये समझ में आ गया. Someone is saying repeat the separate form वाला बात. IIMs का form CAT के साथ होता है, और ये FMS और ये सारी जो लिस्ट अलग colleges की हैं non IIMs की, उनका फॉर्म अलग से भरना पड़ता है. So individually FMS का, IIFT का, MDI का, you have to fill separate forms. That's what I mean. I hope Play with Commerce, you got the answer. Okay. Now let's go to the last column. Okay, last columns are also non-IIM great colleges, लेकिन they don't accept CAT. They accept some other exam. Okay, कोई और exam देनी पड़ेगी to get selected to these colleges or to get a call from these colleges. So let me give you an example. There's an XLRI Jamshedpur. You know XLRI Jamshedpur is right up there with the top six IIMs or top 4 IIMs maybe. XLRI is as good as the top 4 IIMs, right, in that sense. So उसके लिए आपको ZAT exam देना पड़ेगा because ZAT exam is conducted by XLRI. Then you have TIS Mumbai, Tata Institute of Social Sciences Mumbai, जिसको HR करना है. It is among the top 2 institutes in India. Right, so TIS Mumbai के लिए there is an exam on the right which is mentioned CUET PG. Right, so CUET PG exam देना होगा. ISB Hyderabad, again one of the top institutes for people who have great work experience and want to go for an executive MBA kind of a course. So ISB Hyderabad accepts GMAT का score. Okay, please एक notebook pen लेके बैठिए. A lot of information coming your way. Of course, this session is going to be there on YouTube anyway, but you better make notes of your own where it makes sense. So ISB Hyderabad takes GMAT. Then you have the fourth one, which is Jamnalal Bajaj, JBIMS. That should be JBISM, I guess, right? Jamnalal School of Management or something in Mumbai. Now that accepts Maharashtra CET exam, MHCET, also called MBA CET. Okay. So MBA CET or MHCET is Maharashtra CET. So ये हो गई आपके top rung की colleges. Next rung में अगर जाएंगे, so you see NMIMS, Narsi Monji. NMIMS is Narsi Monji Mumbai. Narsi Monji Mumbai also has other institutes, other campuses like Narsi Monji is in Bangalore, it is in Hyderabad, it is in Indore, it is in Navi Mumbai, it is in multiple places, right? So they have a lot of other campuses as well. That is NMIMS for you. Now NMIMS की ये सारी institutes conduct the exam called NMAT. In fact, there is an agency that conducts NMAT is called GMAC. GMAC is the same agency which conducts GMAT. Okay, so NMAT is the exam to appear for. Okay, so NMAT is the exam that you are supposed to appear for NMIMS. अच्छा, NMIMS के अलावा बहुत सारी और colleges हैं who tie up, like they tie up with CAT, they also tie up with NMAT. So अगर आपको CAT के थ्रू एक कॉलेज नहीं मिलता है तो NMAT के थ्रू मिल जाएगा. That's another possibility, and we'll cover what all colleges are covered through NMAT. Okay, so we'll talk about that. Then you have the next name that you have on your screen is SIBM Pune and SCMHRD Pune. SIBM Pune and SCMHRD Pune, and there are 14 other colleges. There are some 15-16 colleges of Symbiosis brand. Jinki exam has SNAP that you see on the right, SNAP. Okay, in the green color. So the second one on the green color. So that's SNAP. So SNAP exam is for the Symbiosis colleges. Then you have MICA. MICA is a top institute of those people who want to go into marketing, brand management, advertising, digital marketing, and so on. It's one of the big colleges, right? उनकी अपनी exam है called MyCat. The one you see in the orange color is MyCat, right? Then you have IRMA. The IRMA is Institute of Rural Management, Anand, another big one, right? So now that is through CAT, if I'm not wrong. So ये CAT वाले zone में आना चाहिए, right? Then and so on and so forth. So you have all these exams on your right that you are going to appear for. Now let me give you. There's a nice question that has come by Soham Matre. When do we have to fill these forms for the non-IIMs? Guys, anytime now, in the next 15 days, some colleges will start releasing their forms. Their deadlines will be, the earliest will be October, November, and most of them will be after November. But you should not miss them. So आप पहले तो you should have a list कि मैं कौन कौन सी कॉलेज में अप्लाई करने वाला हूँ, उसका लॉजिक मैं अभी दूंगा. In next 2 minutes, I'll give you a logic of how to select colleges for form filling. इतनी सारी colleges हैं. On my screen itself, I think there are some 60 colleges odd, right? And probably there are 100 out there. अगर आप लोगों ने जाके हमारा cluster ranking देखा है, B-School cluster ranking that the CL students have in their My Zone, right? The student portal. In fact, for non-CL students also, those who are not registered, enrolled with us, you can also check it out. It is there on the website as well, right? You can access it from there. So ये जो listing किया है हमने कुछ 120 colleges के 150 courses we have listed for you to get data about, right? So you can go and check that. Probably we'll try to put it down in the description also later on. Okay, so that's what we can do. Okay, so let me now bring some sense to this entire discussion. Of course, you will have to take multiple exams. Please do not be too choosy कि मैं तो CAT ही दूंगा. Not the smartest thing to do, and I'll tell you in the next slide why it is not the smartest thing to do. Which means you will appear for multiple exams all the way between November to April, or maybe sometimes May. Okay, so October से April, November से April के बीच में आपकी most of the exams will come. Now, coming to Soham's question again, so इतनी एग्जाम तो देनी है, but बहुत सारे colleges के forms भी भरने हैं. So yes, you have to fill up a lot of forms. Okay, we'll come to that. Now, to bring a little more perspective, most of you who appear for CAT will appear for some exam out of ZAT, SNAP, NMAT, MHCET. ZAT, SNAP, NMAT और महाराष्ट्र CET ये 4 और CAT मतलब 5 एग्जाम्स. ये 5 एग्जाम्स में से कोई ना कोई एग्जाम you will appear for. More than 3 at least. Even those people know who are very choosy saying that मैं तो सिर्फ ABC में जाऊंगा. पहले तो है ना तेरे हाथ में ABC है नहीं. As of now, you don't have ABC in your hand. I am happy. I am very happy that you have a target that मैं ABC में जाऊंगा. Okay, very good. But be smart. Because अगर ABC में जाएगा तो XLRI वहीं पे है. तो ZAT तो कम से कम देगा ना. You will at least appear for ZAT. Right? So at least 2 exams you will have to take anyway. Okay, so don't, and until the time you don't have exam, the colleges in your hand, don't be in your own air. Of course, there is a next year you can give exams. You can attempt exam next year also. But अभी तो हम इस साल की बात कर रहे हैं. Let's be smart for this year first. Okay. Having said that, MyCat and PG CUET क्या है? CUET PG, these two are niche colleges. So TIS and MICA. MICA के लिए MyCat and TIS के लिए PG CUET. So it's one college के लिए one exam. So it is a very choosy thing. So if a student really wants to get into digital marketing or brand management, he should not miss out on MICA and MyCat, right? If a student is very much interested in HR and has a good prep, should not miss out on CUET, PG and TIS, right? Then those WorkX guys or even the non-WorkX guys, even the freshers and the people with gap years can try for a GMAT. मुझे तो CAT से अच्छी कॉलेज मिले, NMAT से मिले या GMAT से मिले, बाद में बैठ के I will think afterwards that which is the best option I have in terms of college and I will join there, right? So exams is an option for you. CMAT, MAT, and other colleges like IB SAT and other, there are many more, 3-4 colleges, 3-4 exams. So CMAT, MAT, IB SAT, and other exams can be what do you say attempted if you've not made it well in CAT and other exams this year, but इस साल कुछ तो लेना ही है, तो बैकअप के तौर पे you can fill up those forms as well. So this is the logic of form filling. Okay, I hope everyone is clear with this. Just give me a quick yes quickly. Kevin Rajan, operations का पूछ रहे हो, some other person also asked about it. I will come back to you because वो later वो second session का part है. I will come to that. So please attend the second session, which is I think a week down. But are you all with me? Quickly give me a yes. Yeah. Okay. I see only 4 yeses, but that's all right. Chalo. I assume everyone else is able to understand. Let's go forward. Now you have seen this timeline. Okay. I'll just quickly go through this. I'm not going to waste your time and my time. Right? आप अगस्त में बैठे हो, अगस्त सितंबर के बीच में actually. So अगस्त तो आधा तो खत्म ही हो गया. Half August is over. Your basics, if you are still at basics now, your basics should get over very soon. Concepts में आप घुस चुके हो, because at this juncture you cannot separate the basics and concepts, so everything will be going on together, if at all. Sorry. Apart from that, topic tests, daily dose, mock tests, analysis, ये सब should be going on right now and should go on till November. Please remember, your NMAT is going to start on 5th of November, right? तो अब 5th November के आसपास अगर CAT शुरू हो रहा है and CAT is on 24th November, that means you should also start taking NMAT mocks. Maybe a month or month and a half down, you will start taking snap mocks. So एक टाइम ऐसा आएगा जब आप एक दिन snap mock, एक दिन NMAT mock, एक दिन CAT mock भी लिख रहे होंगे. Okay, and you have to be smart about it. All right. So this is the timeline that you have, guys. I think 101 days to go from today, if I'm not wrong, my calculation, 102 days or 101 days to go from now. So please make sure that you are on it. यहाँ से, ठीक है? Great. अब हम एक question पे आते हैं. Sir, I don't want to fill so many forms. So why should I fill so many forms? I want to get into one college. I'll fill 10 forms and I'm done with it. मुझे उससे ज़्यादा नहीं भरना, मुझे बहुत सारी exams नहीं देनी है. If you have any of these questions, let me take 5 minutes and explain to you an example that I like explaining. You might have heard it somewhere else from me, right? मान लो मेरे पास 10 करोड़ रुपए पड़े हैं. I have 10 crore rupees in my account. And I come and talk to Kajol Gupta, who's one of my audience. I tell Kajol, please tell me मैं इस 10 करोड़ का क्या करूं? And Kajol is very smart and she says that, sir, आपको invest करना चाहिए stock market में. This particular stock is going to go 3 times in the next 6 months or a year. तो 3 गुना हो जाएगा, आप इसमें stock में पैसे डालो. Me being me, since I went to ask Kajol, I took all 10 crores and put it in that XYZ stock. 6 months down, that stock became half. My 10 crore rupees became 5 crore rupees. And I went back to Kajol Gupta and I told her, what did you tell me? What have you suggested? पागल हो क्या? मेरे पैसे खो गए, कौन देगा मुझे वापस? तो Kajol starts laughing and Kajol tells me that, sir, क्या सारे पैसे उसमें डाल दिए? पागल हो आप? Am I right? That's what you would say. You don't put all your money, 10 crore rupees life's earning into one stock. That's a stupid thing to do. What would you suggest? So then Kajol and Sagar Priyadarshini are both laughing at me and telling me that, sir, what you should do is put your money in 3 sectors you identify that you think are going to go up. In those 3 sectors, at least pick 3 stocks and divide your 10 crores. Out of the 10 crores, you take 6 crores and put it in these 9 companies across 3 sectors. Right? And once you've done that, remaining 4 crores को सर आप थोड़ा 1 करोड़ रियल एस्टेट में डालो, 1 करोड़ गोल्ड में डालो, 1 करोड़ डेट में बॉन्ड्स में डालो, 1 करोड़ कहीं और डालो, and so diversify your portfolio. That's called diversification of risk management का एक concept समझा रहा हूँ. But diversification of risk applies to CAT prep also, because if you are only going to put all your money on that CAT day, and what if that day you fall sick, touch wood, Let's hope that doesn't happen. But if you fall sick or you're going in a cab and the cab meets with an accident, you are fine, but you miss the CAT exam by a few minutes. That has happened. These are real cases. तो वो एक दिन पे you are putting all your money. That is not Neeraj Chopra, right? Silver medal. He did a great job. All respect for him. But gold तो नहीं आया because वो एक दिन he couldn't perform to his best. What he could have done, what he has done, right? So नीरज चोपड़ा के जैसा ही वो एक दिन आपका सिल्वर मेडल आ गया तो प्रॉब्लम है ना यार. So basically you put your money across different exams and different colleges. मान लो your CAT went well and you got a 99.96 percentile like Yash did and still don't get a call from ABCLK. तब क्या? Thankfully Yash had filled up FMS का form and he got a call from FMS. कोई ऐसा बोले कि सर क्यों भरना है, ABCLK के भरता हूं, मुझे और कोई फॉर्म नहीं भरना, right? That's a problem. Okay, so understand this. Okay. हर्ष का एक क्वेश्चन आया है, मैं ले लेता हूं. Harsh says, sir, will CL release notification whenever non-IIM colleges open their portal for form filling? Yes, Harsh, we do. In fact, you will see this happening if you are a student of CL. You will see this in your student portal. आपके student portal में MyZone में right side पे top पे एक section है which is called updates, announcements and updates, right? तो वहाँ announcements होती हैं. That's one. Secondly, हमारे टेलीग्राम ग्रुप में भी हम अनाउंस करते हैं की कॉलेजेस. ऑल 100 कॉलेजेस वी कैन नॉट डू, बट की कॉलेजेस हम लोग करते हैं, राइट? बट यू हैव टू मेक श्योर दैट यू आर ट्रैकिंग ऑन योर ओन ऑल्सो. प्लीज डोंट रिलाई ऑन अदर्स, because then if I miss one notification telling you about one notification, you will miss that. So have a notebook or an Excel sheet where you've written down the colleges, their dates, starting dates, the final dates before which you have to apply, and so on, right? ये लिख के रखो कहीं पे बार बार. Okay, हर्षित तोमर का भी एक क्वेश्चन है, how to fill forms of those B schools which accept CAT score. तो जब वो फॉर्म्स आएंगे, you will have the link, you go and search FMS form. जब लाइव होगा तो you will see the FMS form filling का website on the website, and you can click on it and apply and pay and fill in your information. That's how you fill a form, right? So that's about it, Harshit. Okay, now what is a budget I'm supposed to allocate? What is a budget? So generally मैंने ये thumb rule के तौर पे लिखा हुआ है, right? अभी बजट समझने से पहले एक और बात करते हैं. Let me talk about one more thing, okay? Let me stop sharing my slide because I want you guys to just pay attention to what I'm saying. Guys, there's only one way of deciding how to decide how many forms to fill, okay? So पहले तो है ना, कितने फॉर्म्स छोड़ दो. मान लो 10 फॉर्म्स, 20 फॉर्म्स, 30 फॉर्म्स. We'll come to that. वो कैलकुलेशन मैं दिखाता हूँ in 5 minutes. Before that, how do I decide कि वो 10 फॉर्म्स अगर मैं भर रहा हूँ तो what is the ratio in which I'm going to divide, right? कि मैं कौन से परसेंटाइल के फॉर्म्स भरूँ. So for example, let me say I, Sazil Shah, as a student who gives his mocks, who attempts his mocks. In his mocks, he's getting in a range of 92 to 96 percentile. None of my mock have I got more than 96. In very few mocks I've got less than 92, and that was long back. तो अभी का मेरा range 92 to 96 percentile पे आके अटका है, suppose. Which means all colleges above 96 percentile today. Now that 92 to 96 will become 95 to 98 also, maybe. Or it might become 99, or it might become 100, or it might just be 90. I don't know. But logically, we have 3 months, more than 3 months. So 92 to 96 range will move up. So मैं ऐसा मान के चलता हूं कि मेरा 95, 96, 97 is my range. Okay? After 3 months during CAT. So I should consider my realistic range. So what is my realistic range? If I am today getting 92 to 96 percentile, that means 95 to 98 percentile is my realistic range. For example. Now, once I've fixed my realistic range, that means I have to fill forms within that range. So all those forms who have that cutoff in 95 to 98 percentile become my realistic college. all the colleges above 98 percentile for me, for example, FMS, will become an aspirational college. Okay. And any college below 95 percentile, so for example, let's say KJ Somaya, becomes my backup college. Okay. So there are three levels: aspirational college, realistic college, and backup college. And for each of you, that definition of what is aspirational, what is realistic, and what is backup is different. What is for me might not be for Amrita Chaudhary or for Meeraj Chavan, right? It will be different for all of us. So for me, so I have to decide कि मेरा realistic क्या है, मेरा aspirational क्या है, मेरा backup क्या है. Now once I've done that, whatever form I'm filling has to be in the ratio of 1:4:2 or 2:4:2. Please note this. Which means if I'm filling up 20 forms, 20 colleges, including the IIMs, for example, okay? या IIMs को भी साइड पे रख लो, IIMs के अलावा बात करते हैं. If I'm filling up 20 forms, then in those 20 forms, 8 forms, सही गिन रहा हूँ ना? Yeah, 2:4:2 नहीं, that's a wrong math, sorry. That would be 2:5:3 approximately, right? I think that gets my math right, which means out of 20 colleges, 10 colleges will be in the realistic range. Half, 50% of the colleges forms I'm filling will be in my realistic range for November. 20%, that is 4 colleges out of 20, will be in aspirational zone, and 6 will be in backup. Why is this? Because maybe I might get more percentile than my realistic right now. And if I do, I want a better college. So I should have some colleges in the aspirational zone as well. Sometimes I might not get as much percentile as I'm getting right now. So there's a backup that is required so that I'm not completely left without anything. Then I can decide whether to try next year or join a backup college. But I should have options with me. So having said these things, aspirational, realistic, backup, 2:5:3 का ratio पकड़ के चलो. Okay, I think that's how I should go about it. Now let me see some questions. Yukta is saying, sir, is it okay to fill about 5 to 6 exam forms? No, I'm coming to that. How many forms you should fill? I'll come to that. Okay. Amrita Chaudhary says, how is SIMC Pune? We'll come to that later. We've not come to the colleges yet. Which colleges open and their applications before CAT? You'll have to keep watching the space and keep getting your information and keep watching the space that we are providing information in, right? Which scores do FMS considers? FMS considers CAT. Manoj Reddy. Chirag Mathur says, sir, my priority for a B school is to enhance my skills, not on the basis of average package. How can I look into it? Both the things. If you look at the average package and get the best school, your skills will be enhanced. Once you have the options, we will come into the picture and we'll help you with the guidance. You should join this or you should join that. But first, get the option, get a call. After getting a call, go for the interview, crack it. Whatever remains is your option. So if you're filling 20 forms, you'll get a call from 7 colleges maybe. And out of 7 colleges, you might convert 2 or 3. Right? So which is why you have to fill more forms. Okay. Okay. So I'll take the rest of the questions later. Let me go back to my slides again. Okay. So we discussed diversification. We discussed importance of filling more forms, taking more exams, and so on. We've talked about the ratio in which aspirational, realistic, backup colleges need to be decided. Now let's go into the budget allocation of it. The budget allocation के हिसाब से मैंने यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है, देखो, you've seen this. So registration fee of exams. मान लो you are appearing for 5 exams. Okay, so you have around 2,300 rupees का form होगा for every exam. Some might be 3,000, some might be 2,000. Average 2,300 मान के चलते हैं. Okay, so I've done a calculation of 12,000 rupees is only for filling exam forms to give exams, right? Then we come to college application fees. Sorry, we come to, I'm so sorry. College form filling. Now college form filling की अगर बात करते हैं तो मैंने बोला है 2,500 रुपए के 9 forms. So if someone fills up 10 college forms and someone fills up 20, so I've taken 2 ranges. So anywhere between 22,000 to 45,000 is what is going to happen. The ideal thing is more forms the better. Okay, but you don't fill up all the forms, so you have to be smart about it. So add that 12,000 rupees of exams and add the कॉलेज एप्लीकेशन फीस. सो आपका कुछ नहीं तो 50,000 का बजट तो होगा ही. Okay, I think the slide is not visible. Let me share again. Once again. No problem. I already explained what I was saying. Can you see the slide now? Let me know if you can see the slide now. Quickly confirm, please. I'm waiting for you guys. No? No problem. I will go on. We'll sort this out. Okay. So no problem. It'll come on. Don't worry. Okay. Is that Shelby Thomas on your wall? Yes, that is Shelby Thomas on my wall, Aryan. And on the other side, you see Marlon Brando and Al Pacino of Godfather, right? So yeah. Okay. I hope now it is visible. So this is what I was talking about. Registration fee of 5 exams is 2,300 multiplied by 5. That is 12,000 for exams, right? And then other 20 colleges, yeah, 18 colleges, yeah, 15 colleges you're filling up, right? That is 22 to 45,000. So overall 50,000 का budget तो लेके चलना minimum. Okay, please, you have to be prepared about it, and you have to prepare your parents also about it, because if you're going to get into one of the top B schools, इतना तो क्या बोलते हैं, investment बनता है, right? So yeah, okay. All right, so let's move on to the next one quickly. I'm going to go fast on this one because we have a lot of ground to cover. I hope all the things are clear. I had missed out a few questions, so let me just quickly see that. Dheeraj Goel says, do we need to apply to colleges before our CAT results are out? Yes, some of the colleges, not all of the colleges. कुछ ही हैं ऐसी, ठीक है? Sir, percentile you're talking about is a mock percentile, right? Yes, no. So I was talking about mock percentile. से कैट के दिन पे क्या पहुंचेगा. सो अगर मैं आज 92 पे हूं, वो हो सकता है 95 पे पहुंचे. सो आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट बोथ ऑफ देम, राइट? सो यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड योर रेंज देयर. Budaditya, that is about you. Harsh Patwari says, currently I'm at 80 percentile. It might increase on the CAT day. How should I decide on the form filling now? Okay, great guys. Form filling abhi ki abhi nahi karna hai. Lot of forms you have to fill in October, November and December. Good question, Harsh. Thank you. You are not supposed to fill the form now. I'm telling you now because this will start and you should not be confused about it. Okay, so clarity आपको भी अपने percentile का October, November, December में आएगा. Okay, so October, November, December is when the form filling happens, but exam forms have to be filled now, no? So you don't miss out on the exam forms, please. That is what I'm trying to tell you through it. Okay, great. I've taken all the questions. Very nice. So previous slide, please, रोहन देख ले भाई, ठीक है? बेसिकली इसका पॉइंट ये है कि 50,000 रुपए के आसपास लगेगा, ज्यादा भी लग सकता है. बी प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर इट. ओके, ओके. नाउ लेट्स मूव ऑन क्विकली. NMAT 2024, लैंग्वेज स्किल्स, एनालिटिकल रीजनिंग एंड क्वांटिटेटिव एबिलिटी. सेम 3 सेक्शंस एज कैट, बट द डिफरेंस इज कैट में नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चंस अलग अलग होते हैं हर सेक्शन में. टाइम कॉमन होता है 40 मिनट्स का. यहाँ पे टाइम इज डिफरेंट, क्वेश्चंस आर द सेम, राइट? डिफिकल्टी लेवल इज स्लाइटली इजियर देन कैट, बट इट्स अ स्पीड टेस्ट. 120 मिनट में, 120 मिनट्स में you're supposed to do 108 questions, so that's like a speed test, right? In the same period of for CAT, in the same period of 120 minutes, you do only 66 questions. So you understand the difference. So NMAT के questions थोड़े easy हैं, but questions ज़्यादा हैं, so it's a speed test. And there is no negative marking, so all questions compulsorily must be answered, right? So that is how it is. इसके dates देख लो नीचे. You can see that 1st August to 10th October is a registration. You should not wait too much if you are going to fill up NMAT. भर देना चाहिए, ठीक है? Whenever you get time, please fill up. Scheduling will be done between 1st August and 14th October, and the exam starts on 5th November and goes on till 20th December for multiple attempts. Okay, multiple attempts are possible, and we have come up with a NMAT ka session separately. I think Gautam Bawa sir took the session, तो वो देख लेना एक बार YouTube पर ही है, so you may check it out. Right, 5th November say the exams will start, so before CAT. Then we come to CAT. CAT we know already, 66 questions, 120 minutes, 40 minutes per section. अलग अलग questions होते हैं. कुछ questions TITA questions होते हैं. TITA is non-MCQ questions. So 3 to 4 questions in VARC, 6 in DILR and 8 in Quant are non-MCQ questions. Okay, so यहाँ पे 1 mark negative है, 1/3, 3 marks for a correct answer and -1 for incorrect answer. Registration has opened. I hope you guys have filled the CAT form. If you've not filled the CAT form, please do it by this weekend. My suggestion, because आपके पास छुट्टियां हैं, आराम से बैठो, फॉर्म भरो. Okay, registration closes on 13th September, but you should not go beyond August, because a lot of people wait till the last day and then they miss the deadline. I am one of them. एक दो साल मैंने भी मिस किया है, but मेरे लिए doesn't matter because मेरा MBA हो चुका है. Okay, admit card download is available, will be available around 5th November, and CAT exam date is 24th November. Okay, so we have this information. Now we go to SNAP. Quickly, I'm going to talk about the 4 exams only today. Rest of the exams we'll talk in the next session. यहाँ पे भी general English, which is verbal ability only, data and analytical and logical reasoning, and quant के साथ DI and DS, that is data interpretation and data sufficiency, is clubbed with the quant section. Okay, 15, 25 and 20, only 60 questions. Only 60 questions, but only 60 minutes. So this is also a speed test. 60 questions in 60 minutes. Okay, तो भागना पड़ेगा. And इसमें 1/4 negative है, so you get 1 mark for the correct answer and minus 0.25 marks for the incorrect one. Okay, the registration details are as follows. The registration closes on 22nd November. Again, don't wait till October for any exam form. Exam forms जो हैं वो आपके अगस्त सितंबर में खत्म हो जाने चाहिए. कैट का अगस्त में ही होना चाहिए, कैट जैट का, right away. So fill up CAT JAT first, fill up NMAT and SNAP next. Okay, and finish all of this by 15th September. Okay, right. 8 January is the exam. The result for SNAP. The exam is going to be 3 times. That is 8th, 15th, and 21st of December. You may take it 2 times, 3 times, your wish. We'll talk about that. SNAP की strategy का session I think हुआ है कि नहीं, I'm not sure. I'll check it up. I think हुआ है, but we'll check it up. नहीं हुआ है तो we'll do it. Okay, so then we come to ZAT. ZAT का strategy session जो था, form filling session, I had already done that. I had come online and I had done this. Okay, so it has there's a change in the sections, by the way. There was an essay, there is no essay anymore, which is great. 20 questions of GK. Then the first paper is VALR. So इन्होंने क्या किया है, DILR को break कर दिया है. LR they have clubbed with VARC. So VARC and LR is the first section. DI को break करके QA के साथ डाल दिया है. So QA DI is another section. And the third section is decision making, DM, which you will have to separately prepare. Okay, we will be there for you. Okay, so don't worry. GK, 20 questions of GK. You need to start working on GK side by side. Time pass में अगर if you are bored of doing quant and DILR today, you can take 15 minutes of GK every day just to freshen up, and that will make sure that your GK is done, because GK तुम last minute पे बैठ के रट नहीं सकते. Okay, so that's how it is. There is a 1 mark for correct, 1/4 negative, so minus 0.25 marks for the incorrect question. Registration has already opened. Registration closes in November, 20th November. Admit card download available on 20th December, and exam is on 5th of January. So this is the sequence of the exams. Pehla NMAT, 5th November से 24th November is CAT, 8th December is SNAP, 8th, 15th and 20th, 21st December, and 5th of January is ZAT. So That's 5th November to 5th January, 4 major exams. Okay, we'll talk about other exams like MyCat, PGC, UET, and other exams in the next session, next week. Now, we come to the second last section of the session today, which is the top B schools. Okay, so top B schools की बात करते हैं. So first cluster 1A, cluster 1B, cluster 1C. Cluster 1A में we will put IIM Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Calcutta, Lucknow, and FMS Delhi. That's the cluster. Cluster 1 is the first top colleges. Okay, ये सिर्फ CAT colleges है. I have not included your XLRIs of the world and TIS of the world and ISB नहीं है इसमें. And 1C में you have IIFT Delhi and MBA Gurgaon. So you have these how many? 8 plus 2, 10 colleges in the first cluster. All right. So that's how it is. Now let's go on to the second cluster. The second cluster has SJM SOM. Shailesh J. Mehta. That's not SJS. That is SJM. Shailesh J. Mehta School of Management. SJM SOM. Okay. That is IIT Bombay, IIT Mumbai, IIT Powai. Okay. So that is one. IIFT Kolkata is we've put in cluster 2A. However, it is same as IIFT Delhi. I'll come to that. We've just put it in a different cluster because वो बाद में खुला था, तो बच्चों का perception अलग है. बाकी कॉलेज में फर्क नहीं है. IIFT Delhi and IIFT Kolkata are both the same. Okay, IIM Shillong, IIM Mumbai. These are cluster 2A. IIT Delhi and Bitsom, right? Bitsom Mumbai, a big one. All right, that's cluster 2B. ये बहुत बच्चे मिस कर जाते हैं. Okay, people don't know about this. This is actually a great college. IIM Trichy, IIM Udaipur, and IIM Raipur. Okay, that is cluster 2C. Then we come to cluster 3. That is IIM Rohtak, Kashipur, Ranchi, Amritsar, Vizag, Sirmaur, Sambalpur, Bodh Gaya, Jammu, and Nagpur. Okay, these are the IIMs in the second and third generation. There are many other colleges also in this, right, which we've not mentioned here. So what about the other top B schools? These other top B schools will be covered in the next session next week. Okay, this week we are only going to talk about now. In the session, we are only going to talk about the CAT colleges. Okay, so that's how it is going to be. UBS Chandigarh is there. You do check out the clusters. It is not in the top 3 clusters. Okay. Healthcare management, Juhita Desai. We will cover these specialized colleges, operations, healthcare, rural management, कुछ और consulting, finance. वो सब हम next session में end में cover करेंगे. Okay. So today's session is because there's a lot to cover. And there's too shorter time, and we are already 1 hour into the session. Okay, so chaliye, let's start with the BAP of colleges. IIM Ahmedabad, right? Whereas I would say I am ABC, ABC, FMS, XLRI. I would put it in the same zone, right? Same level, right? But हाँ ठीक है, IIM Ahmedabad ABC बनता है तो A पहले आता है. So IIM A लोगों के दिमाग में छप गया है. So the programs that they offer are MBA, MBA, FABM, MBA, right? That's the core MBA course. FABM is agribusiness management, food and agribusiness management, right? That's another course, especially for those who are interested. So इसमें दो तरह के लोग apply करते हैं. Those who are genuinely interested in food and agribusiness management, or who have a background in some related, क्या बोलते हैं, some related graduation. Right, those people apply for FABM, and the second kind of people are those कि चलो MBA नहीं मिला तो FABM के through बढ़ाया अहमदाबाद तो चले जाएंगे. I don't see any right or wrong here. Of course, if you're not really interested in FABM, your chances of selection are very less. Okay, but होता भी है कभी कभार, right? MBA PGPX is an executive program, so it is only for people who have more than 2 to 3 years of experience, right? So they can apply to this. So when you fill in the form, make sure that you pick the right courses. PhD is not what I assume you guys are here for. I assume you guys are here for the master's degree MBA, right? So the first 3 programs are relevant to you. The exam that they take is CAT, of course. इसका अच्छा profile. Now I was talking to you about the profiles, right? कि profile score कैसे बनता है? So IIM Ahmedabad gives 10% weightage to 10-12 graduation, 5% to work experience. The average CTC for the institute, right, is 36.14. So मैं जो बोल रहा था average CTC, right, is 36 के आसपास. Highest CTC is 146, that's 1 crore 46 lakhs. However, please take it with a pinch of salt, because converting dollars directly into rupees does not mean that उसका 146 crore का salary है. Okay, in dollars, that might just be equivalent to, you don't know, 30 lakh package or 40 lakh package or 50 lakh package in India, right? That's called purchasing power parity in economics, but we can't discuss that right now. We don't have time. So yeah, take it with a pinch of salt. Okay, let's go to the next institute. IIM Bangalore. IIM Bangalore has a couple of interesting programs. Programs like MBA in Business Analytics, that is MBA BA. Then you have PGP PM, Policy Management, PhD, and many more, right? So, okay, PPM abhi hai ki nahi, I'm not sure. I will check that. Okay, so we'll check that. Okay, Budaditya is saying PPP is 23. Acha, okay, PPP is 23. All right, fine. PPP आप लोग चिंता मत करो, वो परचेसिंग पावर पैरिटी की बात करी थी, उस पर डिस्कशन हो रहा है. अच्छा, गलत फोटो डाल दिया क्या? कोई बात नहीं, हम चेक कर लेंगे. थैंक्स धीरज, मैं चेक कर लूंगा. He says that this is ISB Hyderabad. Let's see. Okay, so profile is based on what? Profile is based on 10% 10-12 graduation, 10% work ex, and 5% for gender, right? So if you filled, अच्छा, सृष्टि is asking कि अगर PhD भरा है तो कोई प्रॉब्लम है क्या? नहीं सृष्टि, प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, कॉल नहीं आएगा, बस नो प्रॉब्लम. भूल से भर दिया है, सब कुछ टिक कर दिया, इट्स ओके. Okay, let's go on to IIM Calcutta. MBA Executive. Again, Executive MBA is the people, for the people who are executives, working executives of 2 to 3 years experience. Then you have PGDBA also, right? So all of that. CTC is 35 lakhs, right? That is what matters to you. Average CTC is what you have to look at, right? Okay, IIM Lucknow has a couple of interesting courses. So MBA तो है ही है, उसके अलावा PGP ABM, Agri Business Management, right? अगर top Agri Business Management के courses में IIM Ahmedabad and IIM Lucknow are the ones, right? Then you have Sustainability Management. So if you're interested, go and check the course. IIM Lucknow with Sustainability Management is a beautiful course. So those of you who are interested and can also try for that and get into IIM Lucknow. So, okay. The CTC is 32, so these are great colleges, of course. Coming to FMS, FMS Faculty of Management Studies of Delhi University is what it is, right? इसमें MBA, Executive MBA, ये दो आपके लिए relevant programs हैं. Executive MBA is only for those who have work experience of more than 2-3 years. I will not say that again and again. Understand that executive program is only for people with work experience. Okay, and less than 2 years experience does not work in these top executive programs. Okay, so average CTC is 34. Now let's go on to IIM Kozhikode, right? MBA, PGP, and PGP-BL. There are 3 courses here. If you look at Kozhikode ka profile division, it is very, very interesting. Okay. Okay. So I think there's some questions about seats, fees, etc. You can find that in the cluster ranking that I was talking about. We will put that down in the description. But seats, weeds ka to theek hai. Ye to sab information is available on Google very easily, right? But cutoff ki baat hum karenge. ठीक है, cutoff की बात हम करेंगे. So look at the profile here. Work ex 5%, gender 10%, academic 5%, and 10-12 graduation is 40%. So if you have a great academic record, IIM Kozhikode is the college for you. IIM Lucknow. IIM Lucknow has a great HRM course apart from the core MBA course, right? Great HRM course. So those of you who want to do HR, this would be your third college after Auxiliary Jamshedpur and TISS Mumbai. Okay, the third top college. So that's how it is. Okay, again 59% to 10-12 graduation, so very important. If someone has a good academic record, it will help. But for those people who don't have a great academic record, don't worry. you will have to get a higher percentile at CAT. Okay, so that's how it will work. Then we come to SPJN, SPJIMR, right? They have a couple of courses, PGDM, that's a postgraduate diploma in management, postgraduate diploma in management, business management, right? Here you can select whether you want to go into marketing, finance, operations, and so on, right? Even before you join, you have to show the interest, right? So it's a great course. There's a global management program also, but the global management program is not there. The first primary program. The primary program is PGDM and PGDM-BM. Okay, those are the courses we are talking about. Jiska average CTC is 33 lakh. So it's right up there with FMS and the top IIMs, right? So that is SPGen. Of course, SPGen has a lot of profile-based selections. However, they have not defined kitna percent kya hota hai, right? But yeah. Now come to IIT Delhi. Beautiful college. I love this college, right? For the effort that they make and hence the effort that the students make and the quality of students that come out of it, right? So they have the courses of MBA Analytics. These two are your primary exam. There's an international management program as well, right? थोड़ा सा 10-12 ग्रेजुएशन का थोड़ा सा वेटेज है, राइट? बट परसेंटाइल है तो प्रॉब्लम नहीं होना चाहिए. एवरेज सीटीसी 29-30 के आसपास, ठीक है? Okay, let's go over to MDI Gurgaon. MDI Gurgaon has 3 major courses out of many courses that they have that are relevant to us. That is PGDM, that is a core MBA course, right? Then PGDM HR, that is a HR management course. Again, among the top ones, right there with IIM Indore. HR ka course is very nice for those who want to pursue HR. And then there is IB, which is international business. So your MBA in international business is another thing that MDI has to offer, right? So 27-28 ka average package hai iska. Now let's come to SJM SOM, that is Shailesh J Mehta School of Management, which is IIT Bombay. You have a marketing management, so there's a management course, masters in management, sorry, and there is an MBA executive course. These are the 2 relevant courses that work for you. 28-29 lakh ka average package. Shivani, I am saying this again, finance and wo sab mat pucho, wo main next session mein cover karunga. I cover that in the next session, right? We are running short of time, so we have some more colleges to cover. Okay, so coming to IIT Kolkata, similarly, you have an MBA course and some other many courses, but MBA course, the core course is, this is the campus, again 29 lakh is the average package. If you see IIT Delhi, let me go back to IIT Delhi, is also 29.1 and this is also 29.1 because इनके placements एक साथ होते हैं. साथ मतलब the companies do this and that, you know, together. So ऐसा differentiation नहीं होता कि you are from Delhi or you are from Calcutta, right? IIT का student है तो he can sit for that placement. There is no demarcation or differentiation. Hence I said that both the colleges ka quality is the same, right? There's a lot of exchange of the faculty members also. So काफी faculty members भी similar हैं, right? So yeah. Shillong. अच्छा, एक क्वेश्चन मुझे लेना है, मुझे इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन मैं देख रहा हूँ. धीरज गोयल का क्वेश्चन है, सर टिल विच रैंकिंग इज इट वर्थ गोइंग फॉर एन एमबीए? एक कॉलेज में जाने के लिए किस नंबर तक, कौन से रैंक के कॉलेज या कौन से लेवल तक जाऊं? यार ये एक बहुत पर्सनल क्वेश्चन है धीरज. एवरीवन हैज देयर ओन आंसर. यू हैव टू फिगर आउट योर ओन आंसर कि सर मैं 15 लाख की कॉलेज के नीचे नहीं जाऊंगा. समवन माइट से आई डोंट केयर अबाउट कौन से लेवल की कॉलेज, आई वांट द IIM टैग. That is also correct. Someone might say, I just want to go into the top 8 IIMs. That is also correct. Someone might say, I don't care about IIMs. I want to go into the top 10 colleges in India, which could be IIMs or XLRI or whatever. That is also correct. Someone might say कि मैं 20 लाख के नीचे नहीं जाऊंगा. That is also correct. So it's your answer. ठीक है. So हमारे गुजराती में, I'm a गुजराती, so there's a कहावत, राजा ने गमे ये रानी. So जो राजा को पसंद आए उसको रानी बनाना पड़ता है. ठीक है. So whatever you like is a good college. All right. So there is no single definition of a good college. All right. So that's IIM Shillong for you. Beautiful campus again. 26.96 ka average package. IIM Mumbai, which earlier till the year before last, it was called NITI Mumbai, right? And it was made IIM Mumbai last year. So there are multiple programs. PGDIE, right? That is this is so NITI or IIM Mumbai is primarily focused on operations. It is very well known for operations courses. It also has good finance and marketing courses and other courses, but operations के लिए इसका specialty है. ठीक है, so operations वालों के लिए this should become one of the top options, including IIM Bangalore. Right, I'll come to that next in the next session. Right, so multiple courses they have which are related to MBA in systems, IT, and operations. So this is the area of expertise of NITI Mumbai or IIM Mumbai, right? Which is the average CTC is 25.4 lakh. Okay, and now we come to IIT Delhi. IIT Delhi is again right there. If you look at IIT Bombay, where was IIT Bombay? IIT Bombay 29 lakh ka average package hai. IIT Delhi is right close to it with a 26 lakh ka average package. Right? So again, great courses, MBA courses, MBA executive, and so on. So these are the top colleges, guys. There's a BITSOM. Okay, this college is, you might not have heard people talk too much about it because people don't know about it. लोग पुराने 10 साल पुराना rating लेके चलते हैं. We do rating every year, our own rating, our own ranking. That you see cluster ranking that you see on the website or in the MyZone, right? वो हम हर साल update करते हैं. And BITSOM is a college that is something you should fill up because people don't. बहुत कम लोग भरते हैं क्योंकि ये जानते नहीं कि ये 23-24 लाख का कॉलेज है और ये राइट टॉप पे है फर्स्ट सेकंड क्लस्टर में. ठीक है, सो दे हैव कोर्सेज ऑफ MBA लीडरशिप एंड स्ट्रेटेजी एंड सो ऑन एंड सो फोर्थ. Okay, so that's BITSOM for you. Then comes IIM Trichy. IIM Trichy has also an HR course, MBA course, HR course, and many more executive courses also they have. Right, 21 lakh, 20.5 lakh average package. Right, IIM Udaipur with its MBA and MBA executive 20 lakh package. Right, and MBA and MBA executive of IIM Raipur with a 21 lakh average package. Right, Rohtak again has its MBA and MBA executive at 18 lakh average package, 18.7, sorry, so that's close to 19 almost. Right, IIM Kashipur also at 18 with its MBA, MBA HRM, both of them. All right, so they also have a good HR course, which could be a good second rung course for people who are interested in HR. Then you have IIM Ranchi with its HRM course as well, very good HRM course. You know the joke about Rohtak, right? रोहतक में ज्यादातर लड़कियां ही सिलेक्ट हुई है लास्ट ईयर. सो या, सो IIM Ranchi MBA and PGDM HRM with a 16.17 average package. Then comes IIM Amritsar. Sorry, MBA and executive MBA courses 16.51 का एवरेज पैकेज. जनरली ये जो एवरेज पैकेजेस हैं वो आपके MBA कोर्स के एवरेज पैकेजेस हैं. ओके, coming to IIM Vizag next, which is 16.61 average package. ये सब आसपास है यार. So you understand that these are all around 16-17 lakh average package. See, IIM Ranchi से शुरू करो 16.17, IIM Amritsar 16.51, IIM Vizag is 16.61. The numbers could change a little bit here and there. This is what our research is based on, right? Then you have IIM Sirmaur, right? MBA and MBA in tourism and hospitality. Right, with a 14.45 average package. So that's where IIM Sirmaur is. Then comes Sambalpur is 16.64, right? And Bodh Gaya is at 14.96. So it's all 14 lakh plus, right? IIM Jammu is 16.5, right? Okay, so there's one thing that I need to mention. Someone is asking comparison of colleges. Let me mention something. When you go to the cluster ranking, in our websites and in our MyZone, you have to understand that there is a compare option there. So you can actually pick up to 5 colleges and compare. So go and play with it. Go and check it out for the fun of it. Okay. Then comes IIM Nagpur. So IIM Nagpur is, you have an MBA and MBA executive, 16.74 average package. So it's a great college there, right? Then you have ISB Hyderabad. ISB Hyderabad is not a CAT college. It is a GMAT. ये गलत लिखा हुआ है. It's GMAT. If they've started accepting some CAT students, that would still be very few. I don't think so. Okay, so please take it with a pinch of salt. I'll correct this at my end. But a great college for working executives for 1 year course that they have, right? It's an executive program and a 33 lakh average package. Then you have JBIMS, Jamna Lal Bajaj, with their masters in marketing management and HR, right? Their HR development program, right? So they have a 28 lakh average package. Then you have XLRA Jamshedpur. I think this we will cover in the next session because these are the sessions that we are not going to talk about today. So we've come to an end of the session. I want to talk about Profilizer because a lot of you were asking me about, for example, Smriti has just put it कि मेरा 997 profile है. Can I get a profile based call? Beta, first of all, 997 तेरा profile है. Can I get a profile based call from where? From which institute? So go and check out this Profilizer. This is something that is a thing that CL has developed. CL ka Profilizer is the only one which matches every year. There's a 0.5 percentile ka difference that may come year on year because this is based on last year's data. The next year's CAT might be slightly different, right? So there might be some 0.5 percentile ka difference here and there, percent ka difference there here and there, but that's all. So basically, let me explain this to you and how to use this. You see that there is a profile down in the bottom table. You see the gender female, 10th ka 90 marks, 12th ka marks. So there's a female who's put, there's a profile that has been put here. This person is from my team. Okay, so she's a girl with a 1990 85 and she has some arts ka background and so on and so forth. तो उसने अपना profile डाला जैसे ही, she gets this graph. Now what does this graph tell her? This graph tells her, first of all, if it's a green, it's a strong match. If it's a yellow, it's a moderate match. If it's a red, it is a non-match. There's a no match. And then there is a blue or a purple or a lilac sort of a color, which is non-IIMs. Okay, so let's look at this. IIM Ahmedabad kahan dikh raha hai? Right in the center of the graph, you can see IIM Ahmedabad. If you see the x-axis, that is 92.5 percentile, which means for this person at this profile, she will get a call at 92.5 percentile. You believe it or you don't, right? It doesn't matter if you believe it or not. 86 percentile में भी IIM Ahmedabad का call आ सकता है. And this is what the Profilizer tells you, right? And now let's look at IIM Calcutta on the other hand, which is on the right side. So it's a strong match for her profile, but she will have to get a 99 plus percentile. Look at the table on the right side. So IIM Calcutta Dondo, the fourth one, right? You see 99.29 she requires. And why is it a strong match? Uska explanation दिया हुआ है कि total 85 marks, out of which CAT is 56 marks, 10th is 10, 12th is 15, and gender is 4 marks. So she gets those 4 marks for gender. Her 10th, 12th is good. So she gets those 10 and 15 marks. Hence, she is a strong match. And she will require 99 percentile to get into an IIM Calcutta. This is what a Profilizer, the Profilizer tells you. Go and check it out after this session. So go and check it out, the cluster ranking, and go and check out the IIM Profilizer. There are two things that you should check out that will help you related to the discussion we've had today. Whatever discussion remains, other colleges to be covered, we will take it up in the next session. I think it's next Tuesday, if I'm not wrong. And we'll come live at 8 o'clock in the same way, right? So that is how this is going to be. With that, let me end this session. If you want such information, you said you want updates about college forms coming out and so on and so forth. We keep sending updates on this group. So this is an open Telegram channel that you can join. So you can take a screenshot or you can scan this right now and you can join this Telegram channel. We will make sure that you are updated about whatever we can. Okay. So we send a lot of information, some prep material also we share out there, right? So please make sure that you have scanned this or taken a screenshot. I will move on. And with this, we come to the end of the session. Thank you so much, guys. That's me, Sazil Shah, in case you want to reach out to me, right? These are my coordinates. Love talking to you. I had a great time. I hope you had a great time too. There's a lot of information that came your way. More is coming in the next session. So make sure you make your notes and do your homework. All right. Shruti says it has been a very helpful session. Thank you, sir. You're welcome, Shruti. If it works for you, it works for us. All right, guys, have a great night. See you.